Hi, guys. I am reading Oakland High School in this chapter. Okay. I am on the top of page 64 now. High wasn't the best school in Oakland, but it wasn't the worst one either. Not by a long shot. It was right in the middle in almost every respect. Perched upslope from downtown, it was high enough on the hill that you could roll a quarter down Park Boulevard and have it land with a splash in Lake Merritt, but not high enough to float above all the other Oakland drama. Few white families sent their kids there, but every other group did. Asians, 44%, African Americans, 33%, Latinos, 18%. Oakland's open enrollment process allowed families to apply to any school in the district, and Oakland High School was a popular choice. Kids traveled from all over the city, north, east, and west, leaving behind their neighborhood skirmishes for a school they hoped might be a little safer, a little saner than the one closer to home. There was a security guard posted at the front gate to keep the craziness out, but there was plenty of craziness to be found inside. Some of it you had to look for, but some of it was hard to ignore. A girl trying to slit her wrists in the bathroom, a fight in the hallway, students shouting, running, sobbing, rumors about who got shot and who hooked up, who was looking for whom, and what they say when they found them. You could steer clear of it, though. Plenty did. There were AP classes and academics, public health, visual arts, environmental science. There was an African American male achievement program to mentor black boys. There was an on site wellness center with counseling, health, and academic support services. There was football, baseball, basketball, track, and as long as you could keep your GPA above 2.0. The finish line was marked with a cap and gown and a march across the stage. That year, 2/3 of High's students made it. You could get there if nothing knocked you down. But life had a way of sticking its foot out, sending you sprawling. And then you were part of the other 1/3, hanging in the hallways instead of going to class or just drifting away altogether. Away from school, away from that march across the stage into a future that was as hazy as weed smoke. Of course, you rarely notice when you come to the fork in the road. It just feels like another day. A day when you didn't go to school because you were sick, or your baby sister was sick, or you didn't study for that test, so why bother taking it? Or your clothes look ratty and you were tired of hearing about it, or someone was looking for you and you needed to lay low for a few days. Or any of 100 reasons that made not going to class seem like a better choice than going. Only once you stopped going, it just seemed too hard to start again. Days rolled into weeks, weeks into months. And then at some point, you realized you entered the future, the one you never planned on, the one where everything was going to be that much harder. Okay? So in this chapter, Richard is kind of talking about Oakland High School. Okay? At Oakland High School, okay, it's a very diverse school. There's a lot of different people from different backgrounds. It's not the worst school in the world, but it's not really a great school either, right? They say that only 2/3 of the students will graduate, okay? So our classroom has about 12 people in it, okay? 2/3 would be 8 of you guys. So that means that 4 of you guys in this classroom would not graduate, okay? So it's good that 8 of you guys would graduate, but 4 is a lot of people to not graduate. Okay. And then Richard goes on to kind of talk about how easy it was to slip into this pattern of not going to class and not trying your hardest, and how he knew that it was for the best that he was trying hard and working hard, but how it's just so easy to not go to class, to not try your best, and how all of a sudden you get so far behind, you just can't catch up yet. Okay.